true intelligence is if you can get what you want out of this life. That was a quote I saw by Naval. Pretty sure that's how you say his name. And it really got me thinking. I come from a background, yeah, where my whole family is basically academic, yeah, myself included. Me and my sister, we both went to grammar schools. But I've always been someone who's, I'd say, naturally academic. Like, I'm naturally academic, but I never really cared too much. Like, for example, my sister, we both went to grammar schools, but I left after 11. I didn't want to go. I didn't get the grades to continue. My sister, she loved it. She carried on at sixth form college and she went to university. I dropped out of university after 2 months. So we're both like academic, but we went down very different routes. And it's very easy, especially I guess maybe in Asian households, where you think to yourself that like you just look at other people and you could be a bit judgmental. You can think to yourself like, oh, I went to a grammar school, or I'm smart, I got this many A's, or whatever it may have been. That person, they didn't get any A's. Like they're a bit dumb in it. But sometimes these dumb people be making bread. Yeah, these people who you call dumb are making money, and you got all them A stars and everything. But there's people who didn't get any A stars and they're making more money than you. So you're sitting there on your high horse saying, oh yeah, bro, that guy's dumb. I don't know how he makes bread. But is he really dumb? If you want money, he wants money, and he was able to achieve it and you weren't, then who's really the dumbass here? Do you know what I'm trying to say? Now, there's different levels of intelligence, of course. Academic intelligence, street smart, money smart. But it's all about what do you want out of this life, okay? Because if you want something and you're struggling to get it, then instead of just sitting there judging others and looking down on other people like, yeah, but bro, he's a bit dumb or whatever. I mean, bro, if he's living a happier life or she's living a happier life, they're making their money. Sometimes in life, it's better to be a simpleton. You know, when you're very, would I say smart? If your mind works very quickly, I'll use myself as an example, yeah? My mind works very quickly, and sometimes it works a bit too quick, I'd say, where I overthink too much. Because I can think of what would happen if I do this, then that would happen. It can be quite bad and what's the word? Destabilitating? I don't know the word, fam. It can basically give you analysis paralysis, yeah? Paralyzed by analysing everything. Yeah, you don't do anything because you're too busy thinking about stuff. And that's very bad because if you are just a simple person, sometimes you don't think too much, you just do. Real success comes from action, just doing stuff, okay? And you're going to hear me say that all the time, yeah? Stop thinking all the time, just do. You learn better by doing, okay? But, yeah, being a simple person sometimes and being a bit dumber, yeah? Sometimes it's a good thing because you take more action. I know plenty of people who, maybe they didn't get the best of grades, but they're making P's now. So it's all about what you want out of this life. So I'd say just don't look at other people like they're dumb because they make more money, but they just might seem a bit stupid. I'd give an example of how I learned this lesson a little bit. It's not really the same lesson, but last year in Dubai, I met someone through a friend, through my guy Aaron, one of his clients called Abdu. And Abdu runs a e-com brand and he is making insane amounts of money with his business. I'm talking like more than, what's the figures? 1 to 8 figures? More than 10 million a month, yeah? 8 figures a month. Lives in America, Muslim guy, 30 guy, I love this guy. Making more than like 10 M's a month from the business or whatever it may be, yeah? Numbers aren't too important. But the point is, I was so inspired because this guy was my age. He was a few years younger than me, actually. And I was watching him talk about drop shipping. And back in the day on his YouTube channel, which didn't really have that many views, he would make videos breaking down how he would do drop shipping and how obsessed he was about e-commerce and all of these different things. And when I saw him, it got me thinking like, bro, this guy's obsessed with what he's doing. And what really struck a chord with me is that he looked just as obsessed as I am obsessed about YouTube. Like, if you don't know me, like, YouTube is something I really am obsessed about. Like, well, this is what I'm saying. I thought I was obsessed about it, but the difference between me and him, between someone who's making 10 million a month and someone who isn't, is action. I just saw that guy. I met many young multimillionaires, younger than me, older than me, whatever, in the last few years. But this was the final straw where I realized to myself, bro, this guy's my age and he's so obsessed. He's been making videos since like 2019, whatever. I've been doing it for longer than that. And he's making 10 million a month. He's so obsessed with what he's doing. And if you just stay obsessed with one thing, just like, he was doing one thing, I was doing one thing. Many people get distracted by multiple different things. I want to do trading, I want to do YouTube, I want to do this, I want to do that. Just do one thing, yeah? But we were both doing one thing, but he just took action. And I've always been a big overthinker. There's so many things that I haven't done because of overthinking. For example, this channel right now, this is like the 4th or 5th video I posted in a row. Bro, I should have been doing this at least more than a year ago. Like, why can't I wake up every day in the morning, film a video and get it out and carry on my life, really and truly? Carry on with my main channel, but post these little videos as well. It's extra value for you guys. Why not? And it's all about action, okay? Now, me saying action to you through a flipping screen ain't gonna do niche unless you get up, yeah? One thing I want you guys to take away from these videos is that take in what I'm saying, cool, maybe eat some food, whatever, listen to what I'm saying, and after, get on and seize the day, yeah? Get on with your life, go and do things. Don't just sit here and watching a screen all day, watching me talk about things, yeah? Take a little bit of information in, do some good with it, and then just do stuff with it, okay? Abdu, mashallah, man, doing sick. And obviously his was business. His thing was business and my thing was YouTube. So obviously you're going to make more money just solely focusing on business. But, bro, it's all about action. Another person, I'm always going to talk about Bouncer. Bouncer, who I worked with, yeah, UK influencer. If you know Bouncer, you know Bouncer. Bro, this guy is dyslexic, yeah? By, like, common flipping, like, if you were to just look at that as a blanket statement, oh, he's dyslexic, you might think that he's dumb. Bro, this guy is one of the smartest people I've met, and he's dyslexic. Like, you'd think he might sound a bit silly because he can't, maybe necessarily he can't speak properly because he's dyslexic, he can't read certain things. But he's so good at putting a team together. Like, I'll give an example. He don't know a thing about streaming, for example. He might not know anything about streaming. But what he did, last year in 2024, he got Sam Ham, one of the UK's, you know, a big UK streamer. He got one of the top streamers in the UK to come to the house, make his whole setup for him. He invested like £15,000 or $15,000 into making a proper setup. And now that setup, he's got a whole system where all he has to do is press a button, he starts recording, press a button, and recording finished. Goes on to his content like that. It just press a button. He's got people in place, even me, he made the thumbnails and stuff like that. But he's got a whole system where the content just comes flying out. It comes flying out because of this streaming setup. And he don't know about streaming, but he got the best guy in streaming to do his setup for him. And now he's making good money from a setup where someone like me, for example, I might know a little bit more about streaming, but who's making the bread? Who's actually taking action? Bouncer. Do you get it? And even with YouTube, for example, he didn't know anything about YouTube, but he hired someone who knows a lot about YouTube, a really good-looking guy. He's proper, you know, to be fair, proper wavy with it. His name's ZEEE, yeah? But he hired ZEEE to help him with his YouTube stuff. The editing, filming. He hired one of the best YouTube guys to do his YouTube stuff, yeah? And, hired one of the best TikTok guys to do his TikTok stuff. Made a team. And, again, you might think, but, bro, Bouncer, he doesn't seem smart, bro. Very, 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 very smart guy. So, yeah, essence of what I'm trying to say is true intelligence is if you can get what you want out of this life. Yeah? Whatever you want, if you can get it, technically, that's, I'd say that's true intelligence. And, I want to finish off this point by saying I saw a TikTok from Dave Ramsey, I think that's his name. And he basically just said, if you're more than 50% sure your idea will work, execute it ASAP, because you won't have any time to overthink it. You will just get on with it and do it. Take action. And that's what I want to leave you guys with, yeah? Don't sit on things too much. Don't let your overthinking get the best of you and just ruin it for yourself. Just get up, do, and say no more. Yeah? Say no more and just do it. Alright? Anyways, hope you guys enjoy. Love every time.